Hello and welcome. The first year of retirement is often described as fragile. Not in a financial sense, though that can be a concern, but emotionally. It's a unique period where decades of ingrained habits suddenly collide with the vast open landscape of newfound freedom. It's a time of quiet recalibration, where the life you've just earned begins to unfold. For so many of us, our working lives instilled routines, expectations, and a certain way of thinking. Now, those deeply held patterns quietly fight against the very freedom you've worked so hard to achieve. I've seen countless retirees struggle in this initial year, not because their financial plans were flawed, but because they carried the wrong instincts into this brand new chapter. This isn't about blaming anyone. It's about understanding a universal human experience. We spend so much of our lives preparing for retirement, yet few prepare for the profound psychological shift it demands. It's about unlearning, adapting, and discovering a new rhythm that truly resonates with who you are now, not who you were in your working life. So, if you want this next chapter to genuinely feel like the freedom you envisioned, there are certain pitfalls you should be aware of. Today, we're going to explore 7 common mistakes often made in that crucial first year. By understanding them, you can navigate your early retirement with greater intention and joy. Let's start with the first and perhaps most subtle challenge: bringing your saving mode mindset with you. You've spent most of your adult life mastering the art of holding back, delaying gratification, and prioritizing practicality. This discipline was essential, and it got you here, to the cusp of your dreams. You've been conditioned to protect your future self, to always have an eye on tomorrow. But retirement demands a profound mental shift. It's about transitioning from protecting your money to intentionally using it. It's about understanding that the future you were saving for is now here. Many retirees, despite being financially secure, continue to spend as if they're still preparing for retirement. They travel, but cautiously. They hesitate before new experiences, second-guess purchases, and often underspend, living a smaller life than they truly need or can afford. This isn't a simple math problem, it's a deeply psychological one. If you don't actively begin to practice the art of spending with purpose, retirement can feel oddly restrictive, even when your bank account says otherwise. True financial freedom means using your resources to enhance your life. Furthermore, closely related to this mindset is the mistake of making big purchases to celebrate freedom. The moment retirement begins, long-held desires can suddenly feel urgent. I've always wanted this, or I deserve it, or I finally can. And that's precisely where many people encounter trouble. Large emotional purchases, an RV, a boat, a new property, or major renovations often stem from pure excitement, not a well-thought-out strategy. The purchase itself might not be the issue. The timing is. Your first year should be a period of observation, allowing you to truly understand your evolving lifestyle, your new rhythms, and your genuine needs. Locking yourself into expensive assumptions about what retirement will be like can limit your future flexibility. Freedom feels best when it remains flexible, allowing you to adapt as you discover what truly brings you joy and fulfillment in this new phase of life. Give yourself the gift of time before making major, irreversible commitments. Our second lesson addresses how you activate your income streams. Many retirees treat pensions and government benefits like a simple light switch. I'm retired, so I'll just start everything now. But retirement income is far more nuanced than just receiving money. It's about coordination. The timing of when you begin drawing on different sources, Social Security, pensions, investment accounts, matters immensely. It impacts your taxes, your long-term longevity of funds, your flexibility, and your overall financial security. Starting everything at once without careful consideration can quietly limit options you didn't even realize you had. You might inadvertently trigger higher tax brackets or reduce future benefits simply by rushing the process. Your first year of retirement is often the most valuable planning window you'll ever get. It's a prime opportunity to work with professionals, understand the intricate dance of your assets, and optimize for the long haul. Don't rush past this critical period. And this brings us to another related point. Don't aim for a zero tax year just because it sounds nice. A year with no taxes can feel like a big win, a badge of efficiency. But in retirement, it can often be a subtle warning sign. When your income drops suddenly and your taxes seemingly disappear, many assume they're being clever. In reality, they may simply be postponing taxes, not truly reducing them. This delay can create sharp, uncomfortable spikes later on. These spikes occur when withdrawals from tax-deferred accounts become unavoidable, potentially pushing you into higher brackets in subsequent years. Retirement finance works best when taxes are steady and predictable, not absent one year and overwhelming the next. Remember this simple truth: smooth beats clever. Prioritize a consistent, manageable tax strategy over short-term wins that might lead to bigger headaches down the road. Thoughtful, long-term planning is your best ally. Our third crucial lesson is, don't assume you can figure everything out alone. Accumulating money throughout your career is, in many ways, relatively straightforward. There are clear paths, established systems, and often employer guidance. But spending it well, in retirement, is an entirely different challenge. Retirement introduces a level of financial and lifestyle complexity most people have never dealt with before. Multiple income sources, intricate tax interactions, crucial timing decisions, and withdrawal sequencing. You don't need to outsource your entire life or give up control, but you absolutely need clarity. The first year of retirement is not the time to improvise major financial or life decisions. It's a time for informed choices. Good guidance from trusted professionals doesn't remove your control. It sharpens it. It empowers you with knowledge, clarifies your options, and helps you make decisions that align with your deepest values and long-term goals. Think of it as having a skilled guide on an important journey. They know the terrain, can point out potential pitfalls, and suggest the most scenic and secure routes. You're still the one walking, but with invaluable support. Our fourth lesson is profoundly important for your well-being. Don't let your social world quietly collapse. Work, for all its demands, provided something you might not fully appreciate until it's gone: structure, daily interaction, and a sense of casual belonging. When that disappears, loneliness doesn't usually arrive loudly with a grand announcement. It sneaks in slowly, subtly, day by day, leaving you feeling increasingly isolated. This is a common, yet often unacknowledged challenge of early retirement. Retirement doesn't automatically replace the community you had at work. You have to actively rebuild it, and that takes conscious effort. It might mean joining clubs, volunteering, reconnecting with old friends, or finding new passions that bring you into contact with others. The earlier you begin this rebuilding process, the easier and more rewarding it becomes. Proactive engagement prevents the slow creep of isolation and fills your days with meaningful connections. Remember, people don't retire because they hate people. They retire because they're tired. But isolation is not rest. True rest comes from a balance of solitude and enriching social interaction, from feeling connected and valued. Finally, our fifth and perhaps most overlooked mistake: retiring from work without retiring to something. You can't simply remove something that filled decades of your life, your identity, your routine, your contributions, and expect the resulting emptiness to feel peaceful. Retirement needs direction. Not the pressure of productivity or the urgency of a deadline, but a sense of meaning. What are you moving toward? What will fill your days with purpose? What gives your life structure without the burden of obligation? This doesn't need to be a grand, world-changing endeavor. It could be nurturing a long-held hobby, volunteering for a cause you believe in, mentoring younger generations, learning a new skill, or simply dedicating yourself to your family and personal growth. The key is that it needs to be intentional. It needs to be something you choose, something that excites you, something that gives your days a sense of rhythm and contribution, however small. This internal compass is vital for a fulfilling retirement. Without this retiring to, many find themselves adrift, experiencing a profound loss of identity and purpose. It's about actively designing the next chapter of your life, not just letting it happen. The first year of retirement, then, isn't truly about optimization. It's about recalibration. It's about unlearning the urgency that defined your working life, releasing old instincts that no longer serve you, and allowing your life to breathe again. If you slow down enough to truly listen, retirement will tell you what it needs from you. It will reveal the activities, the connections, and the sense of purpose that genuinely resonate with your authentic self. But this can only happen if you resist the urge to control it with the same intensity and the same methods you used to control your work. Retirement is an invitation to a different kind of mastery, the mastery of self-discovery and intentional living. So, as you embark on this incredible journey, remember that retirement isn't the end of structure. It's the exhilarating beginning of choosing your own structure, designing a life that is uniquely yours, filled with meaning, connection, and true freedom. Thank you for spending this time with me. I hope these insights help you navigate your first year of retirement with confidence and joy. What are your biggest lessons or tips for new retirees? Share your wisdom in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more guidance on this wonderful journey.